Friday. Thank you very much. How do you get it? How do you get to know that day when
by adding
by
adding +2 each day you teach.
You add 2, or you skip one day, then you come to another day. That is the pattern. So when we talk about the pattern, there should be something to guide you to guess what is likely to come next. If I eat my lunch at 1 today, I eat at 2 tomorrow, I eat at 3 the other day, when do you think I will eat my lunch the following day?
At 4.
At 4.
At 4?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
How do you get it?
By adding 1, because every day you keep on
+1
adding an
each.
hour.
Adding
Each
1
hour you
hour,
eat.
and then we get when we are going to have. Now, when you look at our book, there is that subtopic, draw and identify the patterns. Are you there? Draw and identify the patterns. Are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
So, when you move forward, can somebody help us read activity 6.1? Somebody to help us read activity 6.1. Ataho, Patience?
Yes,
Can you unmute?
I've unmuted.
Yes. Ataho, Patience?
Activity 6.1, identifying number patterns. In
Yes,
groups, work in pairs. Look at the following sequences. How can you get the next number? Compare your answers with other members.
Yes, now the sequence is?
The sequence is?
We have 3, we have 6, we have 9, we have 12, we have 15. Roman 2, we have 2, we have 4, we have 6, we have 8, we have 10, we have 12. Can you continue?
In Roman 1, in order to get the next number, you add 2 to the previous number. The numbers in this sequence are multiples of 3. Sequence Roman 2 represents
Before you
the
leave Roman 1, is what they have told us true? Is it true that we added 2 to the previous number to get the next one?
I don't think so.
So, Anisha? Anisha?
Teacher, I just wanted to ask, what page is this?
Yes.
What page is this exercise?
They have told me 45. 45, but now we are on the next page, that is 46. But when you find the sequence and the number patterns, that is the topic. Are you there now?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
You're welcome. So your hand is still up yet. Ataho, and whoever is around, is it true that we are adding 2 to the previous number to get the next number? In Roman 1, we have 3, we have 6, we have 9, we have 12, we have 15. Are we adding 2 to the previous number to get the following number? Is that true?
No, not teacher,
Yes.
it's not true.
No, teacher.
So maybe that first part was referring to Roman 2, but not Roman 1. Are we together?
Yes.
Are we together?
Yes. Correctly.
Yes, it doesn't concern Roman 1, but it concerns Roman 2. What concerns Roman 1 is that next sentence. How can you help us read? Patience?
Sequence Roman 1 represent the multiples of 2. I mean sequence Roman. Oh, sorry, teacher, I did a mistake again. Sequence Roman 2 represents the multiples of 2.
Yes, but I wanted you to first read the first sentence, because the second sentence, the first one was not correct. We are not adding 2 to get the previous number, but the last bit of the sentence is correct, beginning from the numbers in the sequence.
The numbers in the sequence are multiples of 3.
Is it true that these numbers are multiples of 3?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So if they are multiples of 3 and they are in order, we have begun with the first one, the second one, the third, and so on. Is it possible to get the number that will come next here?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
number will come next? Anyone with an
18.
answer?
18.
It is 18. Thank you. I've not known the person who has given us the answer with that one.
Marilyn.
Thank you. Then what will be the next number?
21.
21. Thank you very much. Now, Patience, can you continue?
Sequence Roman 2 represents the multiples of 2.
Is it true that they are representing multiples of 2?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So now we all come. Thank you very much, Patience. We can all turn our eyes to the table in that exercise. Let's turn to the table. Now, the table, there is an exercise. State the multiples of 3 found in this table. So we are getting the multiples of 3 in this table. If I may just add on the list, because we have seen that these are multiples of 3. So can we list it down, the multiples of 3 in this table? We are only looking at the table, not elsewhere. What will be our next number?
24.
24.
27.
27.
30.
30.
33.
33.
36.
36.
39.
39.
42.
42.
45.
45.
48.
48.
51.
Yes.
51. 54. 54.
54.
57.
57.
60.
60.
63.
63.
66.
66.
69.
69.
72.
72.
75.
75.
78.
78.
78.
81.
81.
84.
84.
87.
87.
90.
90.
93.
93.
96.
96.
99.
99.
99.
Then they are done. The numbers are
They're
over.
done. They're done.
Any other? So
No.
according to the table, those are the only multiples of 3 we can see. Then somebody else can help us move forward. After the table, can somebody help us, guide us? Natai? Natai, I hope the names you have used here are your real names. Natal, can you unmute? So, oh, I'm realizing we have called Edith. Are you there? If not, Diana Karunji. The co-host, can you help us read, continue reading? I want to appreciate the host, Nabisunsa Girls School. I want to appreciate the co-hosts, Najinda, Karunji, Shiba. Thank you. Now, Crystal? Crystal? Can you unmute?
Yes, teacher.
The girls are waiting.
What was the question?
Not ready? Thank you very much. Girls, I think you have heard that. It is very easy for us when you put your real names above. Thank you. Can you see Rutanya above? That is very good. Amal, you have not yet complied. Write your full name. Amal, put your name, please. You might be using the parent's name, the parent's phone, but it doesn't mean that the parent is the student. So comply to that. Now, can I have someone to help us continue from the table we have listed, the multiples of 3? Babide Mariam, can you unmute? Babide Mariam? Not there? Ladies, are we communicating? Are we together? Can someone say yes?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
teacher.
Yes,
Can
miss.
you see Awini? Awini, please.
Okay. Write down the numbers that should go in each of these boxes. The number square will help you with some of them. The fifth multiple of dash is dash. So
Okay. Now we can look at the boxes shaded in the table. We are supposed to identify these are numbers which are multiples of a certain number. Which number is that?
4.
The number is 4. So the shaded numbers are multiples of 4. Then when you look at Roman number 1, the fifth multiple of dash. So we mean the fifth multiple of 4. What is the fifth multiple of 4?
20.
20. Thank you. We continue. The nth multiple of 4 is 36. The nth
Nine.
multiple of 4 is 36. So what is the nth?
9.
The ninth multiple of 4 is 36. Then part C, the 12th multiple of 4 is what? The 12th multiple of 4 is what?
48.
48. And how do we get these numbers? The 12th multiple of 4 is 48. So do we see any connection between the position of the number, then the number, and the multiple? Is there any relationship? Yes. Nabufu? Nabufu?
Yes, teacher.
Is there any relationship between the position, the number, and the multiple?
To get
Yes.
the number when given position.
You do what?
To get the necessary number when given position, you multiply the position by the multiple.
You multiply the position and the number to get the multiple. Thank you very much. Then we can move to part D. The 20th multiple of 4 is, how do we get that multiple? The 20th multiple of 4, how do we get it? Gloria? Nachimera? Nachimera, Gloria,
Teacher,
please.
the relationship between them is that all of them are multiples of 4.
all multiples of 4. But now we are looking at a specific position. The first multiple of 4, the second multiple of 4. We came to the 12th multiple of 4 as 48. This number was not given. And I was asking members, how do we get the multiple if we have the position and the number? Then somebody has explained to us that in order to get the multiple, we multiply the position by the number. We have 12 times 4, which gives us 48, right? Is that
Yes,
okay?
teacher.
Kairat? Kamiti?
I forgot my.
Hmm? Kamit, where have you gone? Kamit not there? Part B, who can guide us on part B? We want to find the 20th multiple of 4. Can somebody help us? Yes, Patience?
Teacher, as you said, to get the number, you multiply the position and the number. So you said 20 times 4 and 80.
So
you can look
the 20th multiple of 4 is 20 times 4, which gives us
80.
80.
Which gives us 80. Thank you very much. Then part E, we want to find the position given the number 4 and 96. We want to find the position. The number is 4, the multiple is 96. How do we get the position? Baraka? Najinda?
When you get it,
Teacher, you get 96. The number that you get 96 divided by 4. Then you get the
We have the position, which we don't know. Let the position be n times 4, we get 96.
96.
Therefore, in order to get the position n, we shall divide by 4. We shall divide by
4.
And the position will be equivalent to 96 divided by 4. Has somebody divided?
Yes.
And what do we get?
24. I get 24.
24. Thank you very much. Therefore, the 24th multiple of 4 is 96. Thank you very much. Are we together? I still see some hands. Agaba Franklin.
Teacher, I forgot my hand up. I just wanted to answer the question.
Okay, thank you. Nakawoya. Nakawoya. Can you unmute? Nakawoya, you have your hand is up. Can you communicate to us? Aisha Namagende. Aisha Namagende, your hand is up. Not there?
She is unmuted, but she's not speaking.
Maybe she has just forgotten her hand up.
Maybe she
So
has
thank you very much.
With her
Now, can we move to the next table? Can we move to the next table? You know the page, my page is different, but then that exercise.
Okay.
Yes, can somebody help us know what we are supposed to do with the table? We have the table. What are we supposed to do with the table? Manisula, my son?
the table that is, I was asking which table, the table down or the one up?
We started with the first table that was giving us multiples of 4. That was page, I think, 46. We have done page 47. We are now on page 48. Exercise on page 48.
The table, oh yeah, the question is, draw a square table like this one, shade all the multiples of 6, then answer the following questions.
Yes, so I don't know, you have the table. Can you shade, like they shaded the table on page 46, the multiples of 4. Now we have this table and we are shading the multiples of 6. Yes, can you shade quickly and then we proceed? Ladies, shade quickly and then we proceed.
Teacher, what if our classes had already done this work, some of us?
Yes.
Like my class in particular already did this work. So should we redo it?
It's okay. You know, sometimes we tend to forget. All the work we don't answer correctly doesn't mean that we have not studied, we have not done it. But then we forget. Now, through doing it another time, we are revising and we are registering this information. Our memory has 2 storage facilities. There is the short-term memory and the long-term memory. Sometimes what we study goes to the short-term memory, but through rehearsals and revision, it gets registered into the long-term memory where it can be for a long time. You know, we are doing this work in senior 1, but then we are supposed to do UNEB in senior 4. So if it doesn't get registered in the long-term memory, we shall lose that information. So we can do it again. The good thing, we are taking a short period of time, right?
Yes.
Yes, good morning, somebody is greeting me in the chat. Good morning, madam. Good morning to you all. What book are we using? Homestead Learning Booklet.
Morning.
Good morning to you. Somebody who has typed in the chat room. We started from page 45. We are now on page 48.
Excuse me, teacher. I've just joined. So what are we talking about?
We are on sequence and patterns. Sequence and patterns, which is a chapter in our Homestead Learning Booklet. It is on page 45. We have gone through page 45, page 46, page 47. We are now on page 48. It's not that there is a lot of work, but it is a table which occupies a big space. And when we go through it, doesn't take a lot of time. So don't feel you are so much behind. You can always find us.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Yes. Now, ladies, I hope you are going through the table. My son, your hand is up.
Teacher, I've found the multiples of 6.
You have got the multiples of 6. Thank you very much. Ladies, have we all got multiples of 6?
Yes, teacher.
Anyone else who has got the multiples of 6?
Teacher, even I have
Yes, you have also got it. Another person? Any other person who has got the multiples of 6, please? Yes, many have got the multiples of 6. Now, can you give me the multiples of 6? What are the multiples of 6? The first one.
6,
6,
12,
18,
18,
24,
24,
30,
36,
36,
42,
42,
48,
48,
54,
54,
48, 54,
60,
66,
66,
76,
72,
17,
72, 78, 84, 90, 96.
96.
Only.
So we have the multiples of 6, and therefore we are in position to answer the questions that come next. What is the fourth multiple of 6? What is the fourth multiple
24.
of 6?
It's 24.
It is 24. Looking at the numbers, you can get these multiples. We have the first, the second, the third, and the fourth. Therefore, the fourth multiple of 6 is 24. But then, how else can we get the fourth multiple of 6? If we are not to use that table, how else can we get the fourth multiple of 6? Dagire?
Teacher, in order to get the fourth multiple of 6, we can multiply 6 by the position given.
The position 4 times 6 gives us 24. Therefore, the fourth multiple of 6 can be obtained by multiplying 4 by 6. What is the 10th multiple of 6? The 10th multiple of 6. Amal, Najuma?
60.
Amal, Najuma?
Teacher, 60.
Yes? It is 60. The 10th multiple of 6 is 60. We can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Therefore, the 10th multiple of 6 is 60. And how else can we get the 10th multiple of 6? Yes, Navidien? Yes.
We multiply the position. We multiply 6 times 10 to get the 10th
6
multiple.
times 10 to give us 60. So you can also get it by getting the position times the number. You still get the multiple. What is the 12th multiple of 6? The 12th multiple of 6.
72.
32. 72. The 12th multiple of 6 is 72. What is the 100th multiple of 6? Now, we are not using the table as given here because we don't have the 100th position. But because you have known, that is what we call the pattern. Because you have known how we can get the number, the multiple, then they are asking for the 100th multiple of 6. What is the 100th multiple of 6?
600.
600. You multiply the position by the number. If it is okay, can someone clap? A clap?
Teacher, I'm lost.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. The claps have seen.
Teacher, I'm lost.
Agatha. Yes? Somebody
I'm
is
lost.
clapping and at the same time raising their hand. Najinda, your hand is up.
Sorry, teacher, I forgot my hand up.
Okay, Amal. Amal, your hand is up. It is, you have declined. Thank you very much. We now move to the next page. I think on your book it is page 49, where we have another table.
No, teacher, and there is another question on that very specific table that you have been on.
Somebody.
It's question number 2.
Question number 2. Somebody is, are we together, members? Somebody lead us to
the multiples of a number.
Yes.
Page 49 in your books.
The multiples of a number.
Who is reading?
Najinda, my son.
Yes. Please
The
read.
multiples of a number have been shaded on this square. What is the number?
So
Copy.
the numbers have been shaded. The multiples of a number have been shaded. What do you think is the number?
11.
What do you think is the number?
11.
11.
Yes.
11.
11.
Number is 11. Thank
11.
you. So Mansura, continue.
Copy each statement about these multiples and write down the numbers that go in the spaces. A, the third multiple of dash is dash.
It is no longer dash. The first one is no longer dash because
B,
you have seen the
ninth
number is
multiple.
11, isn't it? Yes,
11,
therefore the third multiple of 11 is
33.
The third multiple of 11 is 33.
Can you continue?
The ninth multiple. The ninth multiple of 11 is
99.
99.
the 200th multiple.
When we come to the 200th multiple of 11, we are going to use
2,200.
2,200.
2,000.
200.
We have the 200th multiple
2,200.
of 11 is 200 times 11, which will give us 2, 2, and then how many zeros?
2.
Is that clear?
Yes,
Now
teacher.
again, your hand is up. Lynn,
Teacher, I wanted to give the answer.
you wanted to give the answer. Thank you very much. Can we move to part D? You are now in the same group. Part D, of course, there is social distance. Not so? Part D.
The sixth multiple of 11.
The dash multiple of 11 is 66.
The dash multiple of 11 is 66. So what is dash?
6.
Dash is 6. We clap for ourselves. And then part E.
The dash multiple of 11 is 330.
The dash multiple of 11 is 330.
110.
So can we fill that gap?
30. 110.
The gap is
30.
30. We clap for ourselves. Thank you very much. Now we are moving to question number 3. We are moving to question number 3. Somebody to guide us. Question number 3.
Write down the first 8 multiples of 8.
So you are going to help me write the first 8 multiples of 8. Question number 3. We are writing down the first 8
multiples of 8.
multiples of 8. And we begin. Give me the 8 multiples of 8.
8.
8.
8.
24.
24.
16.
Aisha.
16.
Aisha, your hand is up. Aisha, your hand is up. Can you unmute?
Yes, please.
Yes.
The multiples of 8 are 8, 16,
16,
24,
24,
32,
32,
40,
40,
48,
48,
56,
56,
64,
64,
and 72.
72. We wanted how many?
8.
8. How many do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the first 8 multiples of 8 are those ones listed there. Right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, write down the first 8 multiples of 6. This was part A, part B. We have to write down
the first 8 multiples of 6.
The first 8 multiples
of 6.
of 6. And then we start. Somebody will give us. Melissa?
6,
Narubega? We have 6,
12,
12,
18,
18,
24,
24,
30,
30,
36,
36,
42,
42,
48.
48. So the first 8 multiples of 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. Now, if I may ask, is there anywhere in those topics we have covered already where we are listing down the multiples of numbers? Yes? Do you remember us listing down multiples of numbers? Somebody who remembers. Amira? Amira? Have you moved away? Nachimera Gloria?
When finding LCM.
Yes? You remember anywhere in the topics we have covered already where we are listing down the multiples of numbers? Yes?
Yes.
Where?
But it's ahead, apparently.
It is ahead. Which topic is that?
Sequences and patterns. When we
Sequences
study
and patterns is the current topic. But then it's
okay,
somewhere. We looked at fractions, if you can remember.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes, we remember.
Yes. When we are looking at fractions, addition of fractions, subtraction of fractions, isn't there somewhere where we needed multiples of numbers?
Yeah.
What we are using the multiples of numbers for?
Teacher, may I answer?
Yes, please.
We were using the multiples like when we are dividing.
When you are dividing, somebody is saying when we are dividing, we use the multiples. Somewhere maybe we use the multiples. But then what about in addition and the subtraction? Do we need the multiples of some numbers?
So we use the multiples when we are subtracting.
Integers. Yes, Murumba, lady. He said when we're in the integers, we looked at multiples. That is very good. We looked at multiples. But if I can remember, when we're adding and subtracting, we looked at multiples of numbers and we looked at the highest, the lowest common multiple. If you still remember, can you clap? If you have remembered, can you clap? Yes, there is no way we can add and subtract fractions without looking at multiples of numbers and picking the lowest common multiple. So
LCM
that
and
means the topics are
HCM.
interrelated. We are looking at multiples now, but even in the other topics, we can apply multiples. Thank you very much. Can we now move to question number 3? Somebody to read us question number 3.
What is the smallest number that is a multiple of both 6 and 8?
What is the smallest number that is a multiple of both 6 and 8? And now, what do we
I can't hear teacher.
Teacher, you're
Teacher's screen is
frozen.
frozen. Yeah.
Network.
Yeah. Teacher is not in the lesson.
Yeah, she has left.
Her network has a
I'm
problem.
writing everything from page 45.
Yeah, but she'll be back.
Guys, they're recording this lesson.
Okay. What is the smallest number that is a multiple?
It's 24.
24.
Yes.
Wait, please, you guys, we are recording the lesson. If you share your screen, it may show some unnecessary stuff that you would not want us to see.
Excuse me, are we writing everything from page 45?
According some, okay, if you write in the new curriculum, we write what we feel is necessary because they do not give us notes. So if you feel if you feel it's necessary, you write it down. Or some, like me, I'm doing, since it's kind of a lot, I write in the book, since the books are ours and we are staying with them. So I write beside the answer beside the book, then I'll look through it after.
My soul.
Yes.
My soul. Me, I'm lost.
Yes.
Can you please help Ko? I'm totally lost because I joined when you have already started. So I don't know what teacher was talking about or anything.
We are on page home study.
Of numbers.
We are on page
My son, please tell these people who have complaints to put them in the chat room because this lesson is being recorded. And there's going to be a lot of unnecessary stuff. They put them in the chat room, then you people can ask.
Okay, yes, like she said, you put them in the chat room so that we can answer.
I would just like to answer one of the questions for the person who said that they are not understanding. We are looking at finding multiples of numbers. So like we looked through tables, we started with a sequence and finding
So ladies,
the
if you have come late,
next number.
If you have come late, be patient. You will connect to Mr. Namdala and you will get the recorded lesson. Are we together, ladies?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Teacher. So if you have come late, be patient. You get in touch with Mr. Namdala to get the recorded lesson, and then things will be fine. So before we go to that interruption, I was asking, part C, what is the smallest number that is a multiple of both 6 and 8? And before we answer that question, what do you think this smallest number is called in another way?
LCM.
Is
the lowest
common multiple. multiple.
The lowest common multiple.
Multiple.
This smallest number is the lowest common multiple. Now we have
Guys, you.
our lists. The first 8 multiples of 8, the first 8 multiples of 6. In the first place, can we get the common multiples of 8 and 6?
Yes, teacher.
Guys, stop screen sharing.
Who's screen sharing?
Teacher, are you in the... Excuse me, teacher, I can't hear you.
Yes, we can't see you, teacher. We can't hear you.
So
Okay, I think teacher is having some network issues. Those that were asking, those that did not understand, we started from patterns and sequences. Okay, we are on the topic patterns and sequences. Briefly, from page 45 to page 48, where we are now of the home study. We first went through, on page 45, we first went through, okay, page 45 never had anything really that we went through. We went through from page 46, where we, activity 6.2, where we were given two, Roman 1 and Roman 2, and we were just asked to find their sequencing. Then we also went through a certain table having multiples of 3, which was the exercise. Then finally, we are now here on the second exercise, where we are also having, where we are going through specifically multiples. And the topic is patterns and sequences on home study, page 45 to page 48, briefly.
Thank you, Najinda. Thank you. Some bit of network interruption. Yes. Can you get me?
Yes, we are getting you, teacher.
Yes,
Yeah,
can you
we
get
hear,
me,
but
please?
you're on and off.
Can you get me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. We had answered part C of number 3. Now part D. What are we supposed to answer?
What is the
What
first
are the
number
next
that is a multiple of both
numbers?
6 and 8?
Somebody who is saying the body is not clear. Is it clear now?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you.
Not very.
Part D. Part D, if we want to make the next two multiples of 8 and 6, can we achieve with decreased, or we need more numbers? Can we achieve with the numbers we have, or we need more numbers?
We need more numbers.
Part D, we need to find the next two multiples of both 6 and 8. Can we achieve that with the numbers we have, or we need more numbers?
we need
We
more
need
numbers.
more.
More numbers.
We need more numbers. So, can we continue with the list? We had stopped on the 8th multiple of 8. Continue giving me more numbers. From
72. 72.
Please.
72.
72.
80.
80, 88,
88.
96.
96.
That's the top
One
multiple.
number. Let's try adding some numbers on the list
For
of
6.
multiples, those 6, and see if we shall find the two common multiples. From
54.
48. Yes.
54.
54.
60.
60.
66.
66.
72.
72.
78.
78. So now we will actually see, do we have the next two common multiples of 60 and 8?
Oh,
And then
yes.
48.
Yeah.
We had 72. We also have 72. So the lowest common multiple is 24. The next two common multiples are 48 and 72. That's okay? It's okay, can you clap? Thank you. Thank you very much. We now move to question number 4. We now move.
Write down the first 6 multiples of 12. Write down the first 6 multiples
Write down
of
the
12.
first 6 multiples of 12.
Write down the first 6 multiples of 12.
Write down the first 6 multiples of 12.
12.
Write down of 12. The first one.
12.
Then is the first one.
24.
Can we get someone to give us Anja, Mariam? Angia, Mariam? The first one.
12.
Yeah, please give down the first 6 multiples of 12, and a number is a multiple of itself. Therefore, the first one is always the number. And we have 12.
20.
Yes.
24.
24.
32.
36.
Oh, sorry, 36.
36.
48.
48.
48.
60.
60.
72.
72. The first 6 multiples of 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have those multiples. Part B.
What is the 10th multiple of 12?
The 10th multiple of 12. Part B. The 10th of 12. How do we obtain the 10th multiple of 12? Joella?
You get 12 multiplied by, you get 10 multiplied by 12.
10 times 12 will give us 120.
20.
Thank you. What C?
What is the 100 multiple of 12?
The 100 multiple 12. I can see
12.
Nisha Dagire.
We
Dagire,
multiply we
I
multiply
multiply
100, which is
100 times 12. It will give us 1, 2, and 2 zeros. The next one, what is the 500 smart code? 12. How do we get it?
We multiply 500 times 12.
Multiply.
Gives us
500 times 12.
500 times
12
to get
6,000. Giving us
6,000.
6,000.
6,000.
60,000. Thank you. Part E. The 48. If 48 is the nth multiple of 12, what is n? Work out for the value of n and you give me n. If 48 is the nth multiple of 12, what is n?
N is 4.
Type in the chat room the value of n.
4. Teacher, n is 4.
N is 4, thank you. Nabufu.
It's 4.
Rumba 4, thank you.
4.
4, Amal.
It's
Oliver,
4.
Namagen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now, part F. If 96 is the nth multiple of 12, what is n? If
8.
Members, yes?
It's 8.
8. Amal, Asimwe. Thank you very much. Now, we move to question number 5.
What
Question
multiples
number
have been
5.
shaded in this number square?
Somebody is leading us?
Yes.
Multiples of 9.
Yes?
Multiples of 9. Multiples of 9.
Question number 5.
9.
Oliver.
What multiples?
Oliver, what is your other name?
Chapter Ek.
Oliver, what is your other name?
Chapter Ek.
Cheptoyek. Yes, Cheptoyek. Number 5, lead us.
Multiples of 9.
Multiples of?
9.
Multiples of 9. Are you on part A or part B?
Part A.
Cheptoyek, are you on part A or part B?
Part A.
Part A. Yes, multiples of 9. Yes. Then part B.
What is the first multiple not shown in the number square?
Who can guess?
Number 1.
8.
The first.
Nicole? Mugaya? Nicole? Yes, somebody is typing 108 because our square ends with 100. Then the next number that is a multiple of 9 and is not shown in the square number. So from 99, the next number is 108. So the first number that is not shown in the number square is 108. Thank you very much. If you are ready, raise your hand and then the hosts will give you a chance. Somebody who is ready.
May you please repeat the question? My screen had been frozen for a while.
Which question, part B? Part B?
Part B I had, like why people are putting up their hands.
No, teacher, the B part I didn't understand its explanation.
Somebody, can you? Della? Della? Unmute? Della? Can you speak? Nicole Mugalia, can you speak?
Part B, the question was, what's the first multiple not shown in the number sequence? So after 99, we had to find the other multiple, the first multiple that wasn't shown, that wasn't shaded.
Are you answering their question?
And
Nicole, are you answering their question?
Teacher.
Yes?
Teacher. I'm answering their question.
Okay, thank you very
how
much.
They got.
Now, those people who had not understood how we got 108, Mugalia is answering your question. We have a table of values numbered from 1 up to 100. Numbered from 1 up to 100. And then when we look at the list of the multiples of 9, we have 9, 18, and so on up to 9, 18, 27. The last one is 99. Those are the numbers, those are the multiples of 9 that are in the table. But then the question wants us to find the first number that is not shown in the table. The first multiple of 9 that is not shown in the table. From 99, what is the next multiple of 9? I think this is the 11th multiple of 9. 11th multiple of 9 is 99. In other words, what is the 12th multiple of 9? What is the 12th multiple of 9? It is
108.
108. So the next multiple of 9 that is not shown in the table is the 12. Since we stop on the 19th, the 11th, then the next one will be the 12th. And probably the people who have got it looked at the positions. This was the 11th position. Now we have the 12th position. So the next number, the next multiple of 9 that is not shown in the table will be the 12th number. Is the question answered, members?
So why are you calling it?
Yes, teacher.
Is your question answered?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, I was waiting for somebody to give us an energizer, a 2-minute energizer, and then we move on. Who is ready? Who is ready? Aisha. Asha. We are waiting. We are waiting.
Hi.
Yes. Should we stand? Should we stand? Put on the video. Asha, put on the video. We want to see you. Tell us what we should do. Yes? Maybe Asha is not very ready, or the network should be can't. She can't. Somebody who is ready, please. Somebody who is ready, can you please raise your hand? Somebody who is ready,
Yeah, let's
raise your
pray.
hand. Somebody who is ready, put up your hand, please.
I'm not seeing
Yes, I'm also not seeing her. She's having some
Network
internet
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, network problems.
Bambi, you give us energizers. We need energizers.
Rihanna, why don't you contribute?
This is the only lesson where we get
So you
energy.
guys, the lesson is being recorded.
Okay.
The lesson is being
Anyone with an energizer, please go up.
Kenya Alia, you wanted to give us an energizer?
Put your video.
Video on and you know, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know, clap your hands.
Okay, Kenya Alia, please unmute.
I wanted to give you guys just kind of like a song of row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 blah, 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 blah.
Turn on your video and give it to us.
I don't want to suggest that, but okay.
Okay.
But they're saying you cannot start your video because the host has disabled it, so I can't switch it on.
Let me enable it. Let me enable it.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but if someone else has a better energizer they can give. But for me, that I was just going to give that. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream.
Crystal is asking when is the lesson ending? You guys, the lesson is being recorded. Anything you put on the screen is being shown and that it's you.
Oh, you guys, does the next lesson begin at 11:30?
Yes, it does begin at 11:30 and it's 10:13.
Okay. And then you had said that they had gone through, before the number. And had you guys done all the activities? Like activity 6.1, 6.2, the solution stuff, I know until where we are now.
Pardon?
Have you guys done all the activities like the ones of 6.1, 6.2?
No, actually, we had not, even in the previous Zoom lesson, That was the private one. Teacher Shina like skipped the stuff because we had already done one table, so I thought she was like,
Excuse me, is that
enough.
No.
Yeah, let me unmute you guys. Okay.
No, that's
yeah, Aliyah,
But
it's
don't,
some
please be
classes.
organized.
I
Yes,
see.
Marilyn?
I
You
see.
guys, please be organized.
Okay, let me start. Like some classes had done this activity, and in the other one with teacher Shina, we hadn't done this one yet. But the one which we're going through now, some did, some didn't. So that's where we are at.
Yes.
I saw Sinekara.
Okay, you guys. I would like to address the issue of screen sharing when the teacher is teaching.
I have a question. Somebody repeat for me the explanation of B.
Of B, okay. B was briefly, B, it was
Somebody repeat for me the explanation for
what? Yes, B is what is the first multiple not shown in the number square. The first multiple of 9 that is not given in the number square. And frankly, in the number square, we were given 9, 18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90, and 99. All of those in their particular order from 9 as the first multiple and 9 in the table that is given. They are all multiples in order, that they are all multiples of 9 in order. So they're asking us which multiple was not given. And the multiple that is not the very first multiple that was not given is 108, because it's the only since they asked us since they asked us the first multiple not shown in the table, which is 108. From if you add 99 plus 9, since we're finding multiples of 9, it gives you 108, and 108 is not shown. So it applies to be the first multiple not shown in the table. Do you get it?
Yes. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
My son.
Yes, please.
My son.
Yes, please.
Please tell me what page we are on. I've joined late.
We are on page 45 to page. Okay, we started from page 45. Yes, please. We started from page 45 to page 40. We are now on page 49 before teacher's connection.
My son.
Yes, please.
My son. Where
Yes.
has the teacher gone? Where has the teacher gone?
Our teacher has left the lesson. I think she's happy. She's been having
not gone anywhere. It is the internet.
Okay.
The teacher has not gone anywhere. It is only the internet that was disturbing. What you say, sir? Yes, are you there?
Yes,
Yes,
teacher.
Sorry about
Yes,
that interruption.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Yes, somebody to give us a short energizer. Okay.
I saw.
Yes. Agatha.
Let's pray.
That's
Yes.
one way of energy.
Teacher, I start.
Mm.
Teacher, I start.
Yes.
Jump, jump, everybody jump in the early morning day. This is after children jump in the early morning day. Clap, clap, everybody clap in the early morning day. This is after children clap in the early morning day. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Nakabwa. Now, members, question number 6. Question number 6. Explain why 12 is a multiple of 6 and 4. Explain why 12 is a multiple of 6 and 4. Who can explain?
I
Teacher.
think why
Bukenya?
I think why 12 is a multiple of 6 and 4 is because when 6 and 4 are multiplied by factors, by some factors, okay, like by specific factors, you get 12.
Thank you very much. Then part B, is 12 a multiple of any number, any other number? Who can answer? Ankunda? Is 12 a multiple of any other number?
Yeah, 12.
Yes.
Ankunda?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, it's a multiple.
Which other numbers? For which 12 is a multiple?
3.
3 and 2. 3 and 2 are also multiples of 12. Then
3.
Thank you very much. Are we on question number 7?
Yes.
Yes.
Della?
Yes. Is a multiple of 2 and a multiple of 3. What other number is a multiple of? What other numbers?
Listening. Della? Okay, we continue with number 7.
Mike has a problem.
Yes?
I think Mike has a problem.
Miracle, your hand is up. Miracle, Emanuela.
Oh.
Yes?
4.
Miracle?
4.
4. 6.
8.
8. Are you answering the question number 7?
Yes.
Yes.
Are you answering question number 7?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you. Then the number 24 is a multiple of 2 and 3 and a multiple of 3. What other numbers is it a multiple? So you are giving us 4, 6, maybe another one?
8.
8. Then the other?
12.
4. What about 24 itself?
7.
Yes,
Even 24 is also a multiple of 24. We are on number 8 now. We are on number 8. Can somebody read us? Take us through number 8.
Two multiples of a number have been shaded on this number square.
This number square. What is the number?
Number 8.
Two multiples of a number have been.
Two multiples of a number have been shaded. Which numbers are they?
8
Which numbers are they?
8 and 70.
8 and 7. So, what is the number? Two multiples of a number have been shaded. What is the number? Now, when you look at this question, can you relate it to something, some other question that can be asked about the same? Yes? You have two numbers, and then you want to find a number to which these two are multiples. Isn't it that, in other words, asking us to find a common factor? Somewhere we have been looking at a common multiple, but now we are looking at a common factor of 8 and 7. Is there any number that is a factor of 8 and 70?
Yes.
We have a factor that is common to 8 and 70.
Yes.
Which number is that?
2.
2 is a common factor. Is there any other number that is common to 8 and 70? So, in other words, in order to get a factor, a number which 8 and 70 is a multiple, we find the common factor. And when we are finding the common factors, we use prime factorization. It is one way we can use prime factorization. You can use listing down the factors, but that one can take us some little space. But then when you look at prime factorization, it is very easy to give us the common factors. Now, which one is the first prime number? 2. 2. Is the 2 a factor of 8?
Yes.
Is it a factor of 70?
Yes.
Therefore, we can take 2. And how many times does 2 go into 8?
4
times. How many times does 2 go into
4
70?
times.
35. Do we have any other common factor?
No.
No. So, the number.
No.
Therefore, the number that is a factor of 8 and 70 is 2. That was question number 8. Can we move to question number 9? Question number 9. Somebody to lead us.
2 multiples of a number have been shaded on this number. What is the number?
Yes. Which numbers are shaded?
65 and 91.
91. Can you continue?
What?
Can you
What is the
continue?
number?
What is the number? 2 multiples of a number have been shaded in the square. What is the number? So these are multiples of a certain number, but we want to find the number. So what do? We use factorization. And what is the first prime number? 2. Maybe you give me a list of prime numbers. What is the first one?
2.
2 is the first one. Can we have one person giving us the answers? Seven, we have interruption again. Favor?
Yeah, 11.
11.
13.
13. 17. 19, and so on. There are more prime numbers. Let's first check and see if this one can help us. So, we look at the first one, 2. Is it 2 a factor of 65? Is it 2 a factor of 65?
No.
Is it a factor of 91? Therefore, it
No.
cannot help us. We come to 3. But then when we test for this beta for 3, we add these 2 digits and see if it gives us a sum that is a multiple of 3. What is 6 plus 5? It is 11. Is 11 a multiple of 3? No, therefore it can't help us. We move to the next one, 5. Since the last digit is a 5, therefore 65 can be divisible by 5. But is it divisible by 91? No. It cannot, a number can only be divisible by 5 if the last digit is either a 5 or a 0. Therefore, we don't find that to be a common factor. We move to the next one, 7. Is 65 divisible by 7? Is 65 divisible by 7? No. We don't have the divisibility for 7, but we simply divide. We use the rule division. And 65 is not a multiple of 7. We move to the next one, 11. It cannot be divisible by 91, cannot be divisible by. Can we look at 13? 65 divided by 13. How many times? 65 divided by 13. It goes there 5 times. What about 91? 91 and 5. How many times? How many times? Those who have divided, the answer is 13. So 91 divided by 13. What do we get? What do we get? 7. Thank you very much. It goes there 7 times. Therefore, the first factor of 65 and 91 is 13. It goes here 5 times, it goes there 7 times. And that answers our question here. 2 multiples of a number have been shared. The shaded numbers are 65 and 91. So we want to find a number that is a factor of 65 and 91. We want to find a number for which 65 and 91 are multiples. So the answer is 13. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now we have our, I don't know whether Mr. Namdala, we are still on because the time is up. We have got some interruptions, but then I'm going to leave this assignment for you. We have 3 multiples of a number are 34, 170, 200, and there was a number part B. What is the 9th multiple of the number? What is the 19th multiple of the number? Part B. What is the 19th multiple of the number? Remember, our number is 13. What is the 19th multiple of the number? How have you got it in Dagire? Nisha? We are having 247. 247. The 19th multiple of the number 247. How have we got it? Thank you, members. Bukenya, you have it. Dagire, you have it. Aliya Bukenya, Namagembe, Naginda, your hand is up. Naginda and Winnie. Yes.
How you get it?
Yes, how do they get it?
They get 13 times 19. 13
times 19. Fortunately, they have multiplied and they are having 247. That answers our part B. Thank you very much. Now we have number 10, number 11, number 12. Number 10, 3 multiples of a number are 34, 170, 225. What is the number? Owinyi?
I found the number.
Yes?
The number is 17.
The answer is?
17.
Is 17. Now, Owinyi
Yes.
has got an answer to question number 10. Even Namaweje and Beja, they have the answer. So maybe they have used the same method we have used here for finding the common factor, the highest common factor of the numbers given. Thank you very much. Those people who have got the answer, you are very right. The highest common factor of 34, 17, and 170 and 255 is 17. Those of you who have not tried, please try it out. Find the highest common factor of 34, 170, then 255. When you find the highest common factor, you will get it as 17. That is very good. Question number 11. Three multiples of a number are 38, 95, and 133. What is the number? So still, you're going to find the highest common factor of those three numbers. Even number 12, you're going to find the highest common factor of the four numbers, 49, 77, 133, and then 203. So that will be the number. Any question? Owinyi?
No, I was just going to say the answer. I got that number.
Okay, thank you. Agaba?
I'm going to say the answer for the next number.
You wanted to give us the answer for the next number. You can type. You can type 9. Nyamazi. Nyamaizi. Your hand is up. Nyamaizi. Can you unmute? Thank you very much for your kind attention. Please write those answers. If I get some exercise, I'm going to get some
teacher, explanation for number 9.
Sorry? For number? Explanation for number? Nyamaizi. For number 9, you have two multiples of a number that have been shaded. And when we look at number 9, the numbers that were shaded were 65 and 91. So we wanted to find a number that is a factor. If these are multiples of a number, then the number will be a factor of these two numbers. So we used the prime factorization, looking at the numbers before 13, all of them were not factors of 65 and 91. Until we came to 13, that was a common factor for 65 and 91. So before that, the number for which 65 and 91 are multiples is 13. So that is the explanation for number 13. It ends, so somebody who is asking what time does the lesson end? It ends at 10:30. Sorry for having extended for those 80 minutes because of the network interruption. I would wish to thank you for your kind attention. Communication will be made to you in a due course. This week we had only this lesson. We are yet to be informed on when we shall have the next lesson. But for anything you want to ask me about, those of you who don't have my number is 0704 164909. Those of you who don't have my number That is, thank you for appreciating. Some people have appreciated. I hope you have got the lesson successfully. Members, I wish to say bye-bye for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.